Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a financial message, guys, okay? This is about the money, baby. This is about the bag. This is really about growth and expansion. Gotta say, the energy in here is quite serious. They do not want me playing no games with this message. So if you are going to be resonating with this, they are very serious about you. They're not playing any games about you. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to that money, that bag, that guap, that coin, okay, that cream for my Aquarius soul family, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are, in fact, general, okay? So let your intuition guide you, your own discernment guide you towards the messages that I hear for you today. Don't force anything to fit. All right, that's very, very important, guys, okay? I'm so happy to be here with you all. Again, they want me to keep it short, keep it brief, keep it serious. Okay, get to the point. They want movement. They want growth. They want expansion. So one of the biggest themes that I was feeling and hearing from our pre-shuffle, the only card that comes out in our pre-shuffle is the Two of Wands. I kept hearing there's a light. Follow the light, okay? That there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I was also being guided to point out some of the imagery in this specific card. It does appear that the positioning of this figure is somewhat trapped. It's like you can see a means to an end. It's like you can see where you need to go, but it's like those first steps might be murky, okay? The path in which you will take, you may see two different paths or two different ways to get there. Or for some of you, it's just like, fuck, I know what I want. I know where I'm trying to go. I know what I'm trying to achieve, but the fact that I have so many steps, it's like, where do I begin? Like, where do I even start? Okay. If you've started something and you stopped, it's like, where do I get this going again? Where do I pick up? Okay. Where I left off, how do I get this momentum or this passion back ignited? Spirit is wanting to come in and show you the path. Okay. It's still your decision. I do feel a great deal of heaviness, guys. Okay, more heaviness than I'm normally used to feeling in a financial message, that is, right? This is not about confusion. This is about someone who knows what they want. This is about someone who has a specific goal or who's been working towards a specific goal and the fire has kind of gone out. Wands are fire energy. The Two of Wands suggests you're not moving or you're not doing something anymore. You just don't feel it anymore. You're just kind of feeling burnt out, or you're feeling like, is this still my dream? Like, is this still something that I desire? You may be questioning that. That's quite all right. Okay, you questioning that is not going to have any impact on the law of attraction or the goal itself. You've already planted the correct seeds in the past. They're just kind of needing you to move your ass on certain things is what I'm hearing. Okay, for some of you, these first steps have to do with either bringing on a partnership or releasing a partnership. Very specific. Don't force that if it doesn't fit. The movement, because Two of Wands could also be about travel. The stagnancy that you're feeling, this non-movement, even though you can see your goal, the energy of not being able to actually move, right? It's like, or not being able to actually take any action is because of either dead weight or you're carrying too much weight. So let's go ahead and dig in here. There is an anticipation here that they are speaking of progress. So you want movement. You want some forward movement. You may be feeling just like you need to see something shake. You need to see some kind of sign. You need to see some kind of synchronicity. You need to see some kind of victory in order for you to believe that this is still the path that you should be going down. And I do believe that they're going to show you that. Okay. They are going to give you that. They're going to grant you that. Okay. So high on light. All right. So I do feel as though your happiness is getting ready to be tested. Can I say that? They want you to show them that this is something that you deem to be as part of your happiness ritual, your self-love ritual, the recipe for your happiness, and not that it's something that will just lead to the bag. They want you to have both. They want you to have fulfillment. They want you to be loving life, right? Living life to the fullest, not just working towards a specific monetary or number goal. Because they are also stating that taking those first steps, if you were to go in the way that you are continuing to go and not really focusing on the bigger picture, or what I should say, balancing the picture, you could find that you do meet that goal, and then there is this emptiness there. Okay. So we have Sands of Time at the bottom of the deck. Okay. And we also have Snake Charmer. So for some of you, you definitely have people around here rocking your foundation. So you've built some shit. You're ready to move on some shit. You're ready to expand. You are ready to grow. You are outgrowing some people. You are outgrowing some situations, some mindsets. Okay. Thinking about the money at one point in your life was quite all right. That was the beginning, right? Like that was the first steps. Now they want you to embrace more substance in your life. The money will come, right? That sort of notion. Having all the money without the happiness, without the peace of mind, what the fuck is that, right? Like, what is that really going to do? They want you to see a bigger picture. And I feel like they're pointing a light directly at the area of your life in which you're needing to really take an analysis over, you guys. This is a life check, okay? This is a life analysis check. Things that don't seem to be aligning with your goals, things that you can see very clearly because there's a spotlight on it that might be holding you back, that might be draining you and leaking out energy that you could be putting towards these goals of yours, right? That has to be recalibrated, okay? Foundations. This is about making lasting changes. So things will be shifting and changing in your life. These will be changes that you will be guided to make, you guys, okay? They're not really pinpointing a specific area because as a collective, that could be anywhere in your life. But they're going to spotlight this area to all of you individually at some point this week, some point within the next month. Just keep your eyes, your ears, your nose, everything peeled, bitch. Be on the lookout for it. They want to help you build something solid. Moving towards the goal without the substance would have made for a rocky foundation, or it would have made for building something or acquiring a certain level, for example, of wealth and not being able to hold on to it or not being able to sustain it, right? Or, yes, reaching a goal of a certain level of wealth, but the way in which it took you to get there is too high maintenance to sustain over a long period of time. It would have taken too much out of you. So you are going to win. You're 2 steps ahead of whatever the enemy might be in your life, whether that is your mind, right? Your own mind, second guessing yourself, okay, the thought processes, the people around you, the people that you deem to be your loved ones, you definitely need to double check into those, okay? We have thorns. So it says, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in new positive energy, okay? A new positive future. And we do have the sun at the bottom of the deck, so that makes perfect sense. They are really spotlighting your happiness, guys. There's something about the goal in mind that you had initially, and you've been grinding, right? Like you've been working towards this goal. You've been doing your part. And then there's this stagnation. There is this point in time where you may feel like the progress is not moving as swiftly as it was before or as planned, because 2 of Wands could be about planning. It's not going as planned. That is okay. That is by design. That is to give you a chance, a moment in time, a pause in time to evaluate if this is practical. The way that you're going, is this practical? Taking up all of these hours, working on your days off, right? Working overtime, double time, triple time. Is it practical overtime? Right? Yes, it's okay to save, but are you saving every single last dime to where you're not able to enjoy any fruits of your labor? That's an extreme. This is a balancing act of the extremes. So the Sun card reads, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So I love that for you, right? I do feel like this is where the seriousness is coming in. You might be feeling the thorns right now. That's an uncomfortability. The stagnancy might be uncomfortable. The plans changing or things not going as planned might be uncomfortable, right? There is a meaning for the uncomfortability that you might be feeling. So let's get a little bit additionally here. So making lasting changes and building a firm, solid foundation. So we have Lover's Moon, okay? So this is about your passion, the things that you are passionate about. If you are one of the ones where you feel like this thing that you've been working towards, you just don't love it anymore, right? Like you're just not in love with it, not as in love with it as you used to be, then we need to analyze, where did that go? Has it is it redirecting you? Or are you needing to sort of add in another ingredient to reignite that passion, to reignite that fire, that fire that you once felt for this thing? Especially for those of you who completely walked away from this. You may have been attached to something, obsessed with something, this business, this skill set, building this, right? This could be going to school. This could be a business that you were trying to start. This could be working your way up the corporate ladder, and then all of a sudden you're like quiet quitting, or you are just like, I'm not working on that this weekend, or I think I'm going to take a semester off, right? Like I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling like myself. I'm not feeling like what I felt in the beginning of this. So what is happening? Well, they're wanting to open your eyes to some things. There needs to be some tweaking. Okay? The foundation was rocky, babe. It was rocky. So we have Halo Moon at the bottom of the deck. This is a very spiritual journey that you are on. This thing that you do, or that you might be enlightened to, okay? Because for some of you, this could be just the first couple of seeds that they're planting in reference to a gift that you have that you need to be tapping into more so than this thing that you thought was going to make you all of this money, right? It could be a pivot. For others of you, you are already doing the gift, but the fire is gone. Why? Those are the questions that we're needing to ask. Those are the questions that you're needing to ask yourself. What are you needing to add? What are you needing to release? What are you needing to let go of? What are you needing to add a little sprinkle more of, right? This is about tweaking the recipe. The recipe was too potent. This is why you're feeling burnt out. This is why you don't fucking love it anymore. This is why you feel like, damn, I used to like want to work on my days off. I used to want to come in here. I used to feel, passionate about this. I used to have this drive towards this thing. I could do this with my eyes closed. I used to be able to think that I could do this for nothing. But now I feel like, that's just not what it is anymore. It's not, there are not sunny days here. It feels like a chore more than anything now. Why is that? Inspiration, okay? So they are igniting some inspired thought, you guys. This is going to lead you to the answers that you are seeking. The answers are where the momentum is. This is where things can start moving again, okay? It's not until you answer these questions that you will start to see that movement. For real, for real. You got to be very honest with yourself. Snake charmer, right? Are you just doing this because you used to be passionate about it? You used to love it? Are you kind of faking it until you make it, right? Like psyching your mind out to think that you still love this thing, or that you love it as much as you used to? Can we be honest? We do have waning moon here, as well as water moon. So there are some feelings of overwhelming energy, you guys. Overwhelming emotions. I'm seeing some tears, right? Breaking down in the car before you go clock in type of shit. It doesn't have to be this way, is what they're saying. They are trying to show you something. They're trying to tell you something. They're trying to help you release the things that will allow this to be the recipe in which you planned for. Waning moon is about forgiving, right? Letting go, acquiring peace, seeking out peace. So that could entail releasing an entire career or an entire job, or this idea of who you thought you were going to be, who you plan to be. You fucking paid for all of this schooling, right? You've spent all of this time. Time is not free. You don't get that shit back. You can always get the money back, but the time, baby, the time. So what's at the forefront of your mind, it could be what has you holding on to something that now feels like thorns, is more painful than anything. Definitely sending you love and light if this is your storyline. It's not easy to make inspired change, especially if you don't see what you will reap from that, right? What will be the outcome? How it will affect things? What will be the end goal, right? Will you be going 50 billion steps backwards by letting something go, even though it feels easier? It feels lighter to let this go. For some of you, these are partnerships. Maybe you were going into business with someone. Maybe you started a business with someone. It might be very important for you to cut those ties. It's a thorn in your ass now. Okay, having to answer to someone. You're supposed to be on this journey, a soul journey. Okay, a lone journey. You're supposed to be on this journey alone. Having this other person was definitely murky in the waters. And that is what was diluting your passion. You just don't recognize it yet, right? Like, that's just one example. Take it how it resonates. So give me additionally what we need to know here. So we have, I am kind-hearted. It's okay to be nice. It's okay to be nice to yourself. It's okay to be nice to other people. What's not okay is being nice to a fault, right? Where it might be dictating your moves and therefore affecting your success rate. How fast things are showing up for you. So it reads, you are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. So that's, again, thinking about more people than yourself, which is okay at times, but there needs to be a balance there, right? The only card in the pre-shuffle was the Two of Wands. 2 is about balance. It's an even number. We have 8, another even number. I am successful. It says your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 representing the ebb and flow, okay? The infinite loop of creation. So it's at the center of your reading. This is something that you know of yourself already. This is not something that comes as a surprise. It's just kind of dissipated. It's diluted in this energy and you don't know why. So they are here to shake some shit up, but there will be some beautiful benefits. Okay, there will be a beautiful ending that you will reap if you so listen, right? If that is what you decide. Okay, because they wanted to make it very clear at the beginning of this that you are at the head of this. You decide whether or not you decide to pull this ladder from the side and move it here so that you can climb out of this abyss, climb out of this hole, climb out of the rut, climb out of the same rigmarole, the same day to day, the same old. You're a fixed sign, so having a routine or things that you do daily or things that you do, normally or that you're used to doing or getting into a comfort zone. The comfort zone can quickly become getting into a rut before your eyes if you're not insightful, right? Wow, they're wanting me to continue to pull cards. I think this came out for you in the last reading, you guys. 2 of Wands. They're also stating that this goes along with this 2 of Wands card. I am insightful. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, okay? And you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the fucking sky. Yeah, you do. What kind of pictures has your mind been showing up with lately? Because it's saying that your passion has been being tested. Your love for this thing has been being tested. And it could be because you got a little piss in the water. Okay, no joking. I'm sorry. Right? That could be people, that could be friendships, that could be sharing too much, big ass mouth, telling people about your plans and people like kind of shitting on those plans, but behind your back. Because you're like, I'm telling people stuff, but nobody's like shooting me down. Nobody is like talking down to me or talking not to your face. Not to your face. It's something about the energy. It's just off, bitch. It's off. It says a powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. And more notably, the oneness within you. Okay, the oneness that you have become to know. Somebody here has definitely gone through a very powerful transformation, you guys. It has something to do with love, a love relationship. Now, keep in mind, tarot is fluid. They want me to say this before I finish what I'm hearing. This could be something that has already occurred, and you will no doubt know what I'm talking about. And it could also be something predictive of the future. So just keep that in mind. It could also be something that is currently unraveling, right, before our eyes. Yeah, there's this picture that I'm now seeing, right? A love affair, some kind of love connection. Okay, there was a tumultuous or a very powerful, impactful transformation that came out of the separation or out of this passion, this love, this relationship that was then turned into a business, or it was then turned into a stream of revenue. It led to something that you either did for yourself, did to feed yourself, or did to heal yourself, that you then turned into a business. That is what I'm seeing, you guys. Okay? I do feel like whatever this thing that you were doing to heal yourself or pour into your cup, it no doubt made you feel good. It no doubt ignited this passion within you. Is something that you loved. You were able to take it from feeling broken and being in love with something that actually broke you, and then reigniting that love, but only making it more powerful in the area of finances, okay? Of a career, of a job, a business. You guys, this is what I'm seeing, right? So the passion was definitely kind of misconstrued as an obsession. Right? You may have had people say, you're obsessed with that. You are obsessed with doing that thing, whatever this thing is. And it led to some kind of financial breakthrough, or it will. The brilliance behind your mind can lead you down paths that you don't even recognize, guys, okay? Your mind works in wondrous ways. The mind of an Aquarius, people should not fuck with it. Okay? So even if you have been oversharing, and even if people have been putting out negative energy towards your goals, your path, your passions, they will not prevail. It says it right here in the snake charmer, right? You will win against your enemies. You are 2 steps ahead of your enemies. You can definitely get this under control. In fact, you have an advantage. What advantage might you say? You're brilliant, bitch. You're brilliant. Your mind. Do you trust your mind? How often have you been trusting your mind lately? To believe that your mind can guide you to this overall fulfillment, you guys. Okay, I see an abundance of things on that side. The money is there. Yes, this is a financial message. Of course the money is there, but so is the peace of mind, so is the happiness, right? So with the money, there's not that worry of it going away all of a sudden. There's not that anxiety about how do I keep this going? What do I do next to keep this going? It just flows like a faucet, bitch. It just flows. It flows like a river, like the widest river that I've ever did see. Water moon. Immersed in financial wealth. This is where they're trying to guide you. Does that mean you quit your job and don't work for your money? No, that means that you do continue to do what you're doing, yes, but open your eyes to the things that are weighing you down, the things that don't match, the things that are unaligned, the things that are thorns you might be holding on to, that are quite literally blistering your fucking hands, and you holding on to it for dear life, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to release this, and then spirit will go, boom, here's the sun. There you go. It says you possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. And lastly, before we hop over to the extended, we have a very powerful number. I am patient. We have 1010. Okay, double 10 is about not just transformation, you guys. Like, this is a huge life shift, okay? Things could be changing drastically in the blink of an eye, and it does look like it's due to a decision that you're making. Okay, a blink of an eye decision. 2 paths, you choose one path like that, boom. It says keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Hello, trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. Do you believe that, right? Is that something that you are a believer of? Thank you. So we have the Page of Pentacles. This is about a solid beginning. Pages are about starting at the bottom, right? Starting at the beginning. I do see a lot of you that should be expecting some kind of good news. So this could be a new job. This could be applying for a higher position at your current job and getting that shit because you believed it, right? It could be going back to school, right? Some kind of learning curve, getting some kind of licensing, like tying up loose ends for the foundation of what you were already getting ready to begin. So one example, right? This is not going to be for everybody, but one example could be, okay, you said that you wanted to start a hair business, or you wanted to start, you wanted to open a salon, but you still have not gone to cosmetology school. Why? Page of Pentacles, like that's the first step. That's the first step. This is about taking the first steps, doing that shit in order so that the foundations are unrockable. You can't fucking touch it. You want to own a business or a fleet of trucks, right? You're in trucking. That's another example that they're kind of just throwing out there randomly. I'm sorry. Right? You may be a trucker. You may want to own your own truck. There's possibly some licensing that you're going to need, some backing, some capital, right? Research, learning some more shit about some of the biggest and most major freight moving companies, right? How they have garnered their success, how they have been able to sustain, what were their steps, right? Possibly networking with people who are in that industry. That's like the first step. Don't put the cart before the horse. That's what I'm hearing as well. So the overwhelmingness about where to start, they're like, we're going to put a light. We're going to shine a big, bright ass light on your first step. Now it's up to you whether or not you take the step that we're showing you. This step might require a huge change for some of you for 1010 to be showing up. But if you take that test, we do have manifestation here, right? That's like you doing your part. They're like, we are here to co-create with you. We're not just here to like drop, you know, fucking billions on your doorstep. That's not how this works, dog. That's not how this works. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups and that came out crossing, right? So there is some kind of blockage in following your heart, okay? Or it could be a creative block. One that this is not a struggle that you have worked through before. It definitely appears to be uncharted waters. They are willing to help you if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to listen. And they have some very beautiful new beginnings on the way, okay? We have the Star card. Shit. This is about wish fulfillment. This is about healing. Certain things about yourself that could create this path of stagnation or that has created this blockage. We also have the Fool card. So you are needing to take a leap of faith towards something that looks dark. It looks dark. You don't see where it's going to lead. Stepping into the unknown, right? Stepping into a different version of yourself. Having a confidence in yourself for something that you don't even fucking know if you will get, but they want you to pretend as if you already have it. That's the Fool card, right? There's some spontaneity there as well. And they're wanting you to dip into your Aquarian free energy, right? Free spirited energy, that is Aquarius. Sometimes, though, you know, when we get all up in our head, it's like, yeah, let me be a little bit more logical than free spirited this go around, especially when it comes to my money, bitch. Especially when it comes to my money. They're like, yeah, that's not how this works, right? So they're showing you some things, making some changes. Let's hop on over to the extended, okay? I want to really unpack some things over there, guys. I want to see what specific subconscious blockages can't you see that are delaying these goals, right? That is creating these blocks. I do want to know what your perspective needs to be in order to align with the law of attraction and getting this momentum going and simultaneously removing these blocks immediately. Okay, let's see what energy you need to embody to properly co-create with your vision, with spirit, okay, on your vision with spirit. Let's see how does spirit suggest, like I said, you remove all of these blocks. We will double check on that in order to attain your financial freedom, your path to financial freedom. This is about financial freedom, okay? Having anxiety, gaining the wealth and then worrying about whether or not it's just going to disappear, or worrying about whether or not, you know, how do I keep it? How do I get more? How do I get more? How do I get more? How do I keep this going? Will this just stop? Like, what's the next thing? All of that shit, that's not freedom. You're still shackled. My guy, my girl. So they definitely want to teach you what the definition of that really is, if that's something that you are trying to manifest. And the Page of Pentacles does suggest that you are. Okay, let's see what changes you need to make in order to get on the same vibrational frequency as your goals. That's going to allow the law of attraction to have those things show up for you, because what you are asking for will also be asking for you. So what you are attracted to will be attracted to you as well, like a magnet. All right. I want to know what specific avenues or careers, okay, areas of investment, okay, likely gifts that you have not untapped. What are those things, right, that likely hold your financial abundance? Okay, specific avenues in which you possibly don't quite know about yet, or avenues in which you do know about that they want to reconfirm for you. We will look at all of those, and let's see when you can expect the upgrade, baby. Okay, when can you expect this upgrade to the sun and the star? Look at some time frames on that. Okay, and then we'll get direct advice from your spirit guides, as well as I'll possibly throw in a little bit of a pendulum read. Okay, for those of you who are unaware, we'll use this, give you the floor to ask a couple of questions, but I'll have more instructions for that over in the extended. All right, so without further ado, please click that like button. All right, I don't know if I said this at the beginning. Okay, please click the like button, guys. It helps with the engagement. Click the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and I'm going to see you guys over there. This is heavy. Let's go.